Today in this video I'm going to talk about the Olympic clean, and I'm going to do an analysis of professional and some things that you should look for in your clean. This video comes from, as you can see right here, hookgrip.com and the Hook Grip channel, so all credit goes out to them. This is not my video, this is theirs. I'm simply using it for analysis. So the first thing you want to start with, nosing her start position. Her back is straight. Her shoulders are back. Her head is straight forward. She's not looking down or up, looking straight forward, line of sight. She has her hands linear with the bar. Her arms are not bent. They're only bent enough just to get on the outside of her knee. Her knees are pushed out. If you look at her feet, I have to play it real quick so you can see. She starts her first pull here. Something I want you to notice, this first pull, her back angle remains constant. Okay, she is simply rising with the bar. Shoulders still slightly over the bar as far as their angle. She's rising with the bar. Her weight here is on more of the ball of her foot in the first pull. So she's basically at this point just trying to bring the bar past the knees. Okay, here she's going to clear the knees. She's pushing her knees apart. Now, right about here is when she shifts her weight all into her heels. Notice she's still keeping her shoulders back, and she's pulling the bar close to herself. She's not pulling with her arms, she's pulling with her back, with her lats. And she's keeping her shoulders back with all the muscles, the rhomboids, the traps, all of that. But anyway, the main keys here is that she has her shoulders back still, her head is still looking forward. She's sitting through her heels, and she has her knees pressed apart. Going here, finishing her second pull. So as you can see, at this point, her knees are still bent. She never locked her knees out. So if we go back, this is where she starts her second pull. At this point, she had just stood up, kept her back angle constant, and cleared the knees. So from here, this is where she's going to extend through the hips, keeping the shoulders back to her second for her second pull. She's going to make contact on the upper thigh. Now she's going to triple extend. What I mean by triple extend is if you go back, she's going to make contact with the bar. The second the bar makes contact, she's then going to shrug to pull herself under the bar. Triple extension also is the extension here, her toes through the floor, her hips, and then her shrug at the top. Dropping underneath the bar, keeping the bar close. Notice that there is that because she kept the bar close the entire time on the way up, when she pops the bar, it stays close to her while she's dropping underneath it. This is key. Here she catches the bar at about half depth and drops into full squat. If you notice here, one key point, when she catches her clean, she has the elbows up, she has a straight back, and just because of this, she's created a nice platform to rack the bar. Here she's going to stand up with the weight, the squat portion of the Olympic clean, keeping her elbows up and keeping a thoracic extension of the back, keeping a straight back, driving through the hips and the heels. All right. She's going to pop at the top and get her hands set for the jerk. Rack position. And now she's ready for the jerk. Okay, on the jerk, notice she's going to slightly bend the knees. So notice here, the bar is close to her neck, which gives it over her center of gravity. She's bending the knees, still sitting through the heels to generate the most force from the floor into the bar. And notice what she does. Slight bend in the knees, extend through the legs. And at this point, you may not be able to tell this in the video, but she's not really pressing that bar right now. That is the momentum she just transferred from her legs into the bar. The importance of the heels and the bar location here is so that the most momentum is transferred into the bar. You're going to drop underneath the weight. So this is a split jerk. Notice one of two things. Her knee never comes in front of the foot. And her back foot, you can't really see it here, but just a tip for you. There's a slight shoulder width distance between this foot and this foot. But the main thing here that you see a lot of people do that will mess them up is that they get this knee out over the foot. That's not going to be good for you. So think of this as she threw the weight up and then dropped underneath it to catch it. There's a lockout, catching the weight. Now notice this. This may be counterintuitive. A lot of people think, okay, well now that I'm there, I bring the back foot forward. Actually, you step back with your front foot just a little bit and then come forward with your back foot to meet it. There's the step back, and then she meets it with this foot. This ensures that she keeps the bar above her head and doesn't drop it or doesn't have her foot slip out from underneath her. She's completed the clean. So that's my clean analysis. I give this as a resource for anybody who is looking to perfect the form of their clean. There are other things that could be noted here. I am by no means a professional coach. They're just some things that I have had to do in my training to make myself more efficient in my lifting, and some things you can look for in your training that you may have not known that you need to consider.